Son of a gun, he said, opening the glove compartment, pulling out a black shiny pistol. This is my father, Charles. I thought so. After you never told me where your father was, your mother never told me either. We arrived at the house, and my mother was pleased as ever as all her friends greeted her inside Uncle Bob's house. Uncle Bob just smiled. Happy birthday, Meredith, we all chorused. My mother smiled. Thank you for playing this, Fred and Bob, she said. My uncle and father shrugged their shoulders. It was nothing, they chorused together. Everyone was happy and laughing until someone smashed a lamp in the front hall. That's when Uncle Bob lost his head. He yelled so much that his head fell off his shoulders and rolled toward the other friend, who destroyed the beautiful lighting device. Obviously, Uncle Bob really loved that lamp. He put his head back on his shoulders, and then he whistled. Soon 2 horses came charging to the door, focused on my mother's friend. Hold your horses, cried my mother, as Uncle Bob quickly grabbed onto the reins of the rampaging animals. This here is your aunt. Don't you remember? She raised you when your parents died, when you were 2. You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. The horses had stopped charging, and now Uncle Bob was just about to bite his aunt's hand, until he remembered the kind, elderly woman that stopped. He hugged her and said, I'm sorry for being so rational. He apologized. Quite all right, says Aunt. I've quite a lot of life left in me. I'll pay for the damage of the lamp over my dead body. Uncle Bob fell to the floor unconscious. My aunt checked his pulse. He's definitely deceased, she said. She walked over to Uncle Bob and grabbed her wallet from her purse. It might not cost as much, but I'll give this much anyway. She stuffed a $100 bill into the dead man's jean pocket. Uncle B awoke instantly. He looked into his pocket and smiled. You're too kind, he said, noticing the shiny brown bill in his pocket. He decided he didn't want to stress his aunt, so he kept the money. You're all invited to my place for drinks after the party, said Uncle B's aunt to everyone in the house. That would be lovely, said one of my mother's friends. But I'll take a rain check on that. My son's getting married today. She quickly ran outside to check if it was raining. Nope, it's not raining, she said. She came back in. At least I won't be driving in the rain. At Uncle B's aunt's house, the woman served not just drinks, but amazing cakes, cookies, and pies. Uncle B was really hungry and tried to eat everything that was offered to him. My mother saw him cramming his mouth with food and thought to say, you are what you eat. Soon every food he ate, he became. He was a cheesecake, he gobbled down an apple pie, and he was an apple pie, gobbling down a chocolate chip cookie. Before the night was over, Uncle B, the cookie's aunt, began piling dishes, cutlery, and glasses into the dishwasher. Once the machine started, its loud droning irritated everyone. Put a sock in it, cried my father. The cookie's aunt obeyed and stuffed a sock into the washing machine. Soon the droning noise stopped. Suddenly, one woman let out a gasp. I'm late for my audition for the part of Alice in Alice in Wonderland. She quickly ran to the door. Thank you, Miss Patricia. It's been a lovely evening. After thanking the cookie's aunt, she quickly zipped up her spring coat because it had gone chilly outside. Break a leg, we all cried. Thanks, she said, and repeatedly smashed her right leg against the door frame until it was broken. We watched her hop away, clutching her mangled leg. She was brave. She hadn't let out any wail of pain. Everyone I had told to break a leg had cried because of the excruciating pain. Soon it was time to go home. We all thanked the cookie's aunt for a lovely evening. It was hard to stuff the cookie in the car, but finally Uncle B was able to fit. When we arrived home, the cookie sighed. Well, that's the party in the bag, he said. My father was the one who had to drag a large black garbage bag full of plates, cakes, party hats, everything for the party. The cookie lay on the couch, spreading crumbs everywhere. Bob, if you don't stop spreading crumbs, we're going to be cleaning up crumbs until the cows come home, stated my mother. I looked outside and saw a herd of cattle running down the road. I could see that there was a small pasture in the distance. It must have been there where they were headed. I think they're here, laughed the cookie, spreading more crumbs on the couch. Don't you turn a blind eye away, said my mother. The cookie stared at her, one eye closed, smiling. I'm already blind in one eye, he gabbled. He bounced up and got up from the couch. I think I'll drive for a bit, relaxes my muscles. I don't think that's such a good idea in your condition, the cookie nodded. It's okay, I know the ropes. In the end, I was the one opening the driver's seat door for him, because the cookie had no arms or legs. Soon he was instructing me to begin tying knots of rope together that were under the dashboard. I lit a match, and as the fire burned the ropes, the car started. Soon as he was driving away, just singing the car, moving the wheel with his teeth. I never knew you could start a car that way. Well, I'm going to the bathroom, said my father casually. 5 minutes later, we heard him screaming. This bathroom is so small. There's not enough room to swing a cat. Look! He grabbed the orange cat, which somehow ran into the house, weak and feeble, and swung the poor feline around the bathroom. He smashed his head into the 4 walls, even crashed his face in the sink. My father let go of the now dead animal. See? What did I tell you? My mother just nodded. I was horrified. I couldn't believe we would actually swing a helpless creature on the bathroom. What are we going to do with that? Asked my mother, pointing at the orange fury creature on the tile floor. Well, it serves Uncle B right to just drive away like that. He deserves a nice welcoming gift when he returns. I think we should move the dead cat, I tried to say. Close, but no cigar. He should move the dead cat, said my mother. Well, I didn't want a cigar anyway. Fine! My mother took a cigar out of a purple purse, and my father lit it for her with his shiny green lighter. Thank you, honey. Mom, you